What up, all my fight fans? Hopefully, all of you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This coming Happy New Year, I should say. We did have a fight over the weekend. I believe it was this past Saturday over there in Saudi Arabia. You had Anthony Joshua taking on Otto Wallin, and you had Deontay Wilder taking on Joseph Parker. So I'm about to break that down for you right now. Let's start off with that main event, shall we? What a comeback for Anthony Joshua. You know, Anthony Joshua has been a little bit on a downward spiral. Yes, he had a couple of victories after his two back-to-back losses to Alexander Usyk, losing his titles. And, yeah, it just wasn't looking good for Anthony. You know, he had some struggles here and there. But now, what a comeback against Otto Wallin. He pretty much just looked like a brand new fighter. He went in there and did what he has been always able to do prior to losing his fights to guys like Andy Ruiz and Alexander Usyk and such. You know, he looked like that killer, that beast in his earlier days of his earlier boxing career. And it's been a while since we have been able to see an actual good stoppage from him. And this was a really good stoppage. I mean, he hurt Otto Wallin so bad that his corner, I believe it was his corner, I'm not sure 100% if it was his corner, or it was Otto Wallin himself stopping the fight. So it was definitely a very fun fight to see. I would strongly suggest go look at it because it was a very good performance for Anthony Joshua. Very, very good performance. So what's next for Anthony Joshua? Well, that brings me on to Deontay Wilder and Joseph Parker, because one, you can't talk about one without the other. So before I get on to what's next for Anthony Joshua, let me talk about Deontay Wilder. And it was a very unfortunate night for Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder did not look good whatsoever. I don't know what his game plan was. I don't know what he was planning on doing. I don't know what he was even thinking, but it did not look like Deontay Wilder. The Deontay Wilder that we saw against Tyson Fury. The Deontay Wilder against Luis Ortiz. You know, we've seen Deontay Wilder pretty much become this powerhouse, this power punching heavyweight, by far one of the most deadliest, vicious power punchers in heavyweight history. Deontay Wilder has always been a beast. And this one, it just looks like he looked like a deer in the headlights. Joseph Parker was able to do anything he wanted whenever he wanted. You know, and Joseph Parker is no punk. He's a former heavyweight champion of the world. He was able to tap around Deontay Wilder, pretty much get close in, try to get close in the distance, because he knows Deontay Wilder got that extra long arms and those extra long reach. He made Deontay Wilder look very uncomfortable. He actually made Deontay Wilder look very amateurish. And that's very sad to see, because I am actually a fan of Deontay Wilder. The guy literally has one punch power. We've seen it. All his fights always end up in a finish unless that person was named Tyson Fury and, well, now Joseph Parker. So yes, it's very unfortunate, but you never know. You never know what could possibly happen for Deontay. Who knows what kind of night he had. Maybe he just had an off night. Maybe it was just a terrible game plan. You never know. But it definitely showed a lot from Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker went in there with a good game plan, and he was able to beat a really, really good opponent. So maybe he could put himself back into these top 5 heavyweights, in these heavyweight killers of Usyk, Tyson Fury, now Anthony Joshua, and now possibly himself. You still got quite a few people out there, for sure. So what's next for these gentlemen? Well, Anthony Joshua was supposed to face Deontay Wilder in March. If these two guys were going to fight, if these two guys were going to win their fights, they were going to meet up together in March. But unfortunately, we all saw Wilder didn't win. Joshua won, Wilder didn't. So now, what's going to be next for Joshua? Well, I'm sure he wants a crack at that title. I'm sure he wants another shot at Usyk, which I don't think he'll get if Usyk gets past Tyson Fury. You know, them two are going against each other in February. Tyson Fury and Usyk. All the belts on the line. Undisputed Heavyweight Championship on the line. So, I feel like and it's a pretty good chance it might happen, that Tyson Fury does get past Usyk, we could be seeing that big fight, that big mega fight that we've been wanting to see for a very long time, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. But you never know with negotiations. Things just haven't been easy when it comes to Tyson Fury and making fights. It's been very challenging, but it could very well go different. I say not Usyk only because it's still very fresh, very brand new. That the fact that he did get 2 chances at winning the belts, well, defending his belt and then winning the belt in the rematch against Usyk, and it did not go his way. And it really didn't look like it was showing that the fight would have been any different. Maybe it was a little bit closer, that second fight, Joshua and Usyk, but nothing really that said to us, oh yeah, I think if Anthony Joshua had a little bit more time, he would have got that victory. Or maybe a round or two, he would have got that victory. I really didn't see much in that. But you never know. You never know what could happen in the future. I'm not saying he can never get another shot at Usyk, but just not anytime soon. So it really all depends on that Tyson Fury and Usyk fight. Now, like I said, if Usyk wins, I could see a potential matchup with a fighter that he has not fought in a while, and a person that someone still does hold a victory over, and you want to maybe make this into a trilogy fight. I'm talking about Andy Ruiz. Joshua and Andy Ruiz part 3, I won't mind seeing that whatsoever either. I really wouldn't. Or maybe he could go against Joseph Parker, even though he already went against Joseph Parker back in the earlier days as he was heavyweight champion of the world. So you never know what could be for Anthony Joshua, but I think it will get a lot more questions answered regarding him when it comes to the fight with Tyson Fury and Usyk. Now, as far as Deontay Wilder goes, he's still a big name. He's still a big draw, and he's still a very fun fighter to see fight. So I could see a potential matchup with him and Andy Ruiz. Those two were always linked together, but I think negotiations did not go through 100%. I think one wanted more money than the other. I don't know 100% what really transpired, but maybe that's a fight that could potentially be made as well. That's if Deontay Wilder wants to continue. That's if Deontay Wilder is still very much interested. I'm sure he wants to take a little break, and I'm sure he wants to, sit down with his family and his management team and such like that and discuss the future. But Deontay Wilder always has a future. Deontay Wilder is a big name, a big draw, and he's always fun when it comes to watching him box. So there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think is going to be next for Anthony Joshua. Let me know what you think is going to be next for Deontay Wilder. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, hope you guys all had a great Christmas and happy holidays and a happy new year. Thanks. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.